Hello everyone, and welcome to your number corner for Wednesday. Let's look at the date today. Today's date is April 8th, 2020. April is the month, 8 is the day, and 2020 is the year. What is that called? If you said comma, nice job. The comma goes after the day and before the year. Your challenge is to turn April 8th, 2020 into the short date using only numbers. Now let's look at April 8th, 2020 on a calendar. See if you can find April 8th on the calendar. Right here. Go up and look at the days of the week. What day of the week is April 8th? If you said Wednesday, you're correct. I'm going to ask you 2 bonus questions today. If today is Wednesday, what will tomorrow be? If you said Thursday, you're correct. One last question. If today is Wednesday, what day of the week was yesterday? If you said Tuesday, nice job. April 8th, 2020 is a Wednesday. Yesterday was Tuesday, and tomorrow will be Thursday. Now let's look at our calendar pieces. Remember, for the month of April, our calendar pieces are going to show one of 4 words. Let's see if you remember what these words mean. Which word means how long something is? Length. Nice job. Which word means how hot or cold something is? If you said temperature, good job. Which word means how heavy something is? Weight. And our last word, capacity, means how much of something fits inside of something else. Let's look at the calendar pieces we've had so far. April 1st, we had length, weight, capacity, temperature. Then our pattern repeated. Length, weight, capacity. What do you think it's going to be today? Go ahead and make a prediction. Some of you have been writing your predictions down. I would love for you to do that. If you guessed temperature, nice job. Today's calendar piece shows the temperature outside. We have a mama bird feeding her baby birds. And right here, they are showing us what temperature. If you look closely at the red arrow, it's pointing to what degrees it is outside. Now let's look at how many days we've been in school, counting our digital learning. Today makes 130 days of school, or digital learning. Remember that my whiteboard, is much smaller than my one at school. So we have to put 100 in our brains so that we have room for the rest of our 10 frames. Go ahead and put 100 in your brain. Now let's keep counting. After 100, we can count by tens. 110, 120. Now we stop because this 10 frame is not full yet. 121, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 127, 128, 129. But our number today is 130. How many dots do I need to add? 1. Now this 10 frame is full. So the next time we can count by tens. We can say 110, 120, 130. Let's look at 130 on our chain of links. Remember, I don't have room to show all of our chain links, so we're just focusing on the ones place. Let's look at the ones place. That 0 means we're going to have a new set of 10. How many links do you see right now? If you said 9, nice job. Since we're making a new set of 10, we need to add 1 link. What color will it be today? Blue. Nice job. Let's write a number sentence for the links that we see. 5 reds plus 5 blues equals 10. That 0 from the 10 is what you see in the ones place. Now let's look at 130 on a number line. Let's look at the red numbers first. 121, 123, 125, 127, and 129. Are those numbers even or odd? If you said odd, nice job. The red numbers are odd, meaning they cannot be shared fairly between two people. Now let's look at our green numbers. 122, 124, 126, and 128. Those are called what kind of numbers? Even. Nice job. Right now our number line goes from 120 to 129. We need to add the number 130. What color do you think 130 will be? Is it an even or an odd number? This was a bit of a trick question. 130 is an even number, so it's going to be green. If you had guessed gray because 120 was gray, that's a good guess. 120 is gray because it's the first number on my number line. We haven't really talked about numbers that end in 0, but numbers that end in 0 are even. So here are the even numbers. Numbers that end in 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. Let's see if you can count all of the numbers on our number line. I'll start and you finish. 120, 121, your turn. What number do you think will come tomorrow? We'll see if you're right when we look at our new number line starting tomorrow. Now let's look at our frog and toad graph. This month we are graphing frogs and toads. I'm going to spin my spinner and show you what I spin today. Today I spun another frog. So we're going to color another green piece on our graph. Now let's look at our graph. Which animal has the most, frog or toad? Frog has the most. Which one has the least? Toad has the least. Toad has 2 and frog has 3. How many more does frog have than toad? This is a compare question, so we're going to look at frog's graph versus Toad's graph. They both have 1, they both have 2, but here, this is unfair. Toad does not have a third colored box. That means Frog has 1 more than Toad does. Now that we have our information for our new graph, we're going to see if we can write a number sentence to match. Here are old number sentences. Remember that we started with 1 plus 0 equals 1. Then we had 1 plus 1 equals 2. Next we had 1 plus 2 equals 3. And yesterday we had a doubles fact. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Let's see what we're going to write today. How many frogs do we have? 3. How many toads do we have? 2. What is 3 plus 2? If you said 5, nice job. So our last number sentence for this recording sheet is 3 frogs plus 2 toads equals 5. We'll start a new recording sheet starting tomorrow. Here's the last part of your number corner, your word problem challenge. Your word problem today says, Mrs. Wriggler goes to the zoo to see some animals. She sees 4 lions, 5 elephants, and 6 monkeys. How many animals did Mrs. Wriggler see all together? This word problem is a little bit new for us. We're used to having 2 numbers in our word problem. But if I look closely, I see 1, 2, 3 numbers in this word problem. So now we need to think and decide if this is a plus problem or a minus problem. Since we have 3 numbers and this is new, I'm going to help you out a little bit. Let's look at some important words that might help us. Mrs. Wriggler goes to the zoo to see some animals. She sees 4 lions, 5 elephants, and 6 monkeys. How many animals did Mrs. Wriggler see all together? Let's think. Are any animals going away or leaving? No. This word problem is showing how many animals Mrs. Wriggler sees. That means you're going to add all of the numbers in today's word problem. I would love to see your drawing and your number sentence. Good luck! And happy Wednesday! I'll see you tomorrow for a new number corner.